guys, back again with me, Pendol here, and we are back with our latest video. It's okay, I am so long not making any video or something like that. Well, it is what it is, but as you know, MotoGP Championship for 2023 are about to begin. It's just around the corner. It will be the first race in Portimao, Portugal in this week. This weekend will be the first race week in 2023. So yeah, it will be so much interesting because it's also a lot riders are because Suzuki is out from MotoGP, so their rider will be in the different teams, and also the comeback for Marc Marquez will be something interesting happen in this 2023 season. And also sprint race are being introduced to MotoGP. I don't know if it's like, you know, make it more interesting, making it more, like closer the gap from the top dog to the any other racer, or it might be become like more dominance for the top dog to completely, like run away with the points and take the championship as fast as they could. So yeah, this is interesting season, of course. So we are here making a new tier list of riders for 2023 season. We have a lot going on, but of course this season will not be any, like there is might not be a rookie of the year candidate because, well, it's just only one rookie in the form of Augusto Fernandez in the gas machine. So he's technically already win the rookie of the year, so will not include it in the list. So we have here first tier, the top tier is the title contender. This is all the riders that I think would be in a title contender at least until 5 races to go, like maybe in Thailand, maybe in Spain, maybe in Valencia, I don't know, but at least they would be there. And the second tier will be the underdog. This is somewhat like they are good enough, they are fast enough, but not as expected to be in a top tier list, but they are have the potential to be distracting the top dog. And the third tier we have top 10 riders. So it basically they are not great, not bad, they are just in a top 10, finishing top 10 like regularly, constantly, and everything. For the fourth tier, we have at least getting some point. So in this tier, it will be someone that maybe have difficulties with their bikes. They are not in contention for like top 10, top 5, but they are getting some points. They might be finishing 11th, 12th, 14 in some circuit maybe, or in some condition, but yeah, they will get some points. The last year is happy. It's typo, my guys. It's happy to finish, but it's happy to finish. It's someone that are really have difficulties with their bike. Their bike are not really leading in terms of development or anything. So yeah, they are happy to finish. Maybe get some points throughout the seasons, but not big point like maybe getting 10 or maybe below 10 point until the season is ending. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, we have Alex Espargaro with the Aprilia factory team. Last year is really the best year Alex Espargaro have with Aprilia. He is still in the title contender at least until uh, two-thirds of the championship races. So he's still up there, but all the team also improving a lot this year. Aprilia is also improving their bikes, but you know what? He's the underdog. He's the underdog. His title contender last year. If he can continue his good form, good pace throughout the season, he will be a title contender. But expecting him to be a title contender is also too early to say. So I will give him like the top underdog spot. He's the first guy in the underdog spot. Alex Marquez. Alex Marquez. He's great. He's fast. Of course, he's the a few years back. So he's not bad rider, and of course, he's moving from LCR Honda to Gresini Ducati. It would be a lot. He might be needed sometimes to understand the bike, how to ride the bike, to get all of the best from Ducati and everything. So I don't think he's the underdog yet, but he might be at the top 10 riders. I would say he is a top 10 riders. I don't know. I could move him a little bit maybe, but let's say let's save it for later. Augusto Fernandez. This is the only one rookie this year. So this is our rookie of the year champion. And he's really good. He's really fast in a Moto 2. But considering he is riding a gas that technically are just makeup KTM. So mm, and he's still a lot more to learn in a MotoGP. So I would it might be harsh for him, from me to him, but I put him in a happy to finish. I don't know, I just feel like he will not be. I don't know about the second year, like a sophomore year, but this year he's he will be happy to finish any race. And hopefully I'm wrong and he can prove me wrong, but it is what it is. Francisco Bagnaia, the reigning world champion. Of course. Of course. No way I'm putting him here or here or here. It's here. He's the reigning champion. He's one of the greatest rider on the grid, riding the best bike on the grid. How would you not put him up there? Easy choice, easy choice. Enea Bastianini, the teammate of Francisco Bagnaia. He's quite the underdog with the Gresini last year, also Ducatis. So he would not have a lot problem adapting to the new bike. So I think he would be title contender. I'm confident to say Bagnaia and Bastianini would be the best duo this year. Like they will take they will bring home the constructor and team of the year, I think. Next, we have Marco Bezzecchi. Marco Bezzecchi, he's quite the underdog to be honest, but he's not consistent enough finishing top 5, top 3, and at some point he make his own mistake. He is still young, so he have a lot of room to develop. So I'll give him above Alex Marquez in a top 10 riders. Brad Binder, also a great rider, fast rider, riding KTM. Yeah, those KTM, those really fast KTM. Shit. I will put him above Bezzecchi. Top 10 rider, but not quite in a title contender. Fabio Di Gianantonio. Fabio Di Gia. Oh, I cannot pronounce his name. Fabio Di Gianantonio. I think that's the best I could do. Okay, he's here. It's harsh, but I'm just being honest. Nothing to say last year. How he just, you know, being the maybe the worst rookie, even when Remy Gardner and Raul Fernandez riding KTM, he's still worse with the Ducatis. I'm sorry, Fabio, but you're there. And next is the GOAT himself, Mark Marquez. Even though it's been like 3 years, 2 years, he is not in 100% fit, but the the Repsol Honda already declared Mark Marquez will be 100% fit in 2023 season. So I would expect him in a title contender, but also 2 years he might win in his like favorite track, like in Sachsenring, Aragon, or maybe like America. But for now, let's just humble him a little bit and put him in the underdog just below Alex Espargaro. Because Alex Espargaro, we know he's fast and consistent. If he's not making like a rookie mistake like last year, oh, I'm winning the race, I'm winning the race, and suddenly he realized it's still one lap to go. So yeah, they are both in the underdog as the underdog. Luca Marini is like 3 season, the third season him in a MotoGP class. He is, improving a lot, consistent, being fast, and sometimes he's, you know, he's closer to the front runner than the back rider. So, hmm, is he? I think he is a belong in a top 10 riders, but is he above Brad Binder? My opinion tells me yes. Luca Marini will be above Brad Binder because, of course, he is fast, he is consistent, and he rides Ducati. What else? Jorge Martin. Jorge Martin. He is toe to toe with Bastianini last year. Uh, he's riding the same bike with of course, with some development, with some update from Ducati. but I don't think he's the title contender yet this season. And that being said, I would not put him above Alex Espargaro or even Mark Marquez. I would put him the back of underdog. It's not bad list. It's not bad tier. You are not bad rider, but you still have a lot more to do to to prove yourself to be a title contender. Next is Maverick Vinales. Maverick Top Gun. Um, he's have a great season last year with Aprilia. Not as great as when he is in a Yamaha, like winning races, um, blasting like whole shot during the start and just go himself. No, but yeah, I think he is. I have to admit he still have homework to do. So I'm putting him at least getting some points. Next, it would be Jack Miller. Quite a quite a great rider, a fast rider. He's one of the chill vibe around him in a paddock, in a race, in a interview situation. So he have such a great personality as a rider, and yeah, I think he's for sure the underdog when he's riding a Ducatis, but riding KTM, I would not put it up there. And of course, like when you have a bad bike and moving to the better bike, adapting can be fun to do. But when you downgrade your bike, adapting can be so much frustrating and it's just suffering, man. It's just suffering. If if it's not, he will be there. He will be down there. Next rider is Joan Mir. Joan Mir is a 2020 uh, MotoGP champions. So he's he have a lot of potential and he is already proved himself he could win championship with the right bikes. With the right bikes. Underline that. Underline that. Those Honda for the past 3 years are not the best bike in the grid. Not even Taka Nakagami, not even Alex Marquez, not even Paul Espargaro. They could not, they just could not ride Honda at the top level. I'm sorry, Mir. I'm one of your fans, but I don't think 2023 is the year for you. But I will put him above Bezzecchi. I'll put Mir above Bezzecchi and a top 10 riders. And for the next rider, we have Franco Morbidelli. Franco Morbidelli, he's the runner-up for 2020 season. So he's such a rider. He is. I do think if if I have to say someone who are closer to Valentino Rossi's riding style, I would say it's uh, I mean adult Valentino Rossi riding style, I would say Franco Morbidelli is the closest one to that. But uh, younger Valentino Rossi, I would say someone like maybe Francesco Bagnaia or even Marco Bezzecchi or Luca Marini or even Jorge Martin. But as an adult Valentino Rossi, Franco Morbidelli for sure is the closest. But I don't know after he's having the knee surgery for like two two surgery, so he's not getting those confident back. He's running okay time, okay lap in a practice in some of the pre-tests, but in the race, I don't want to be that guy who say Franco Morbidelli is down there, but I think it's true. Morbidelli are maybe above Jack Miller next season, or maybe above Maverick, but I still don't know. I still don't know. Takaki Nakagami, he's been a long time in a MotoGP class and not really bad rider, but of course not even in a great rider. He's just okay. He just be there, and I don't see him like improving a lot in terms of riding style. I expect him to be. I might be put him like maybe there, but also it could be there. Because you know, Augusto Fernandez and Fabio Di Gianantonio could just uh, give a surprise and become the best rider out of this, tier. But I'll put Takaki Nakagami. I'm sorry, but happy to finish. And next rider will be Miguel Oliveira, the first Indonesian GP winner last year in the rain, and he got the satellite Aprilia, but he will also receive factory support, full factory support bike. So I think Miguel Oliveira with the factory support bike with Aprilia RNF, I think he could be maybe there. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there. Yeah, for now I'll put him in the last of the top 10 riders. It doesn't make sense because from the title contender, the underdog, and top 10 rider, it's already like 11 rider. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just a tier list, man. It's just opinion. Why do you care? Just watch and enjoy it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go for the next rider. It's Paul Espargaro with the gas machine. Gas machine. He could do nothing with the Honda, and he go back to KTM, not factory. Factory, gas. But it's just made up KTM. KTM. Yeah, just below Jack Miller. Fabio Quartararo, 2021 MotoGP champion. With the Yamaha that you know pretty bad in terms of power, and he is still dragging the championship to Valencia, to the last race against someone who have on par riding skill with the more developed bike, probably the best bike on the grid, Francesco Bagnaia in a Ducati. And if this year Yamaha can fix those low power engine problem, he of course would be here, just above the Enea Bastianini. I believe so. If he have the bike that he like to ride, he love to race with it, and he have a, a strong connection with the bike, he could win the championship easily, easily. And I think Francisco Bagnaia and Fabio Quartararo will again, both of them will fight toe to toe, race by race, weekend to weekend, and of course, the adding sprint races for those two would be something uh, to climb, to close the gap between points from them each weekend. I'm looking forward to see those two fighting for those points in full races and also the sprint races. Raul Fernandez, again, a lot of potential with a wrong bike, but this year he will move to Aprilia, not the full-fledged factory support bike, but moving from KTM to Aprilia is might be a wise choice. I do think he will be better than last year because last year it's near the back. So yeah, I will put him. I'm sorry, but you are here. Maybe next year when you are grown up a little bit, you'll become more mature. But right now, you are happy to be that. Alex Rins, after riding Suzuki for like 5 years, and he have pushing the limit of Suzuki from a manufacturer that already out of MotoGP for several years and then come back to MotoGP and becoming the title contender and somehow winning the championship in the form of Johan Mir. But Alex Rins is always there. He's just having a lot of bad luck, crashing, injuries, and just being taken out by any other rider. So he's great rider, but moving from Suzuki to Honda, and of course Honda isn't the best bike right now. I will put him on the top of at least getting some point. I'm sorry, Alex Rins, you are great riders, but Honda is just not the best bike for you. And of course, you are in a satellite team, not like Joan Mir have the factory bike, so he could climb for the top 10 riders, but Rins settle bit a little bit. Wait until you have the hang of the bike and you can make some surprises, I think. But I'm happy you are still in a MotoGP grid, not like moving to the superbike or anything. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Johan Zarco is our last rider. He's with the Paramac Ducati Racing. He, I still waiting. I'm still waiting his backflip when he is winning races. Back in the day in 250 Moto 2, I think 250 is his first joined the Moto 2 era. Is I think he's racing with Mark Marquez, Paul Espargaro, uh, Steve Rabat, and everyone. So he's not that young. He's already uh, old rider in this. He might be at the same age as Mark Marquez, Alex Espargaro, and maybe Paul Espargaro. But yeah, he's doing a good job being consistent, but sometimes he make you know just getting his pace in the wrong time. Like sometimes he just go fast in the middle of the race, but later in the race he becomes slowed down and being passed from uh, like 2 laps remaining by Bagnaia, Fabio Quartararo, maybe Bastianini, Jorge Martin, or everybody. So he's not yet winning races in a MotoGP class, so I'm still waiting him to win his first race in a MotoGP. But for the tier, yeah, I will put him like maybe in between Mir and Brad Binder. So yeah, I don't know if it's this tier list make any sense for you. Like we have like 13 rider in a top 10 tier. So yeah, but it is what it is. It's just fun. Like there will there will be coming in, coming out. Sometimes maybe they're slip back to the at least getting some points. But I'm happy with these tiers. 3 title contender, 3 underdog, 7 top 10 riders, 6 at least getting some points, and 3 riders happy to finish. And let's wrap it. MotoGP weekend, race weekend is just around the corner. 24, 25, and 26 of March. And yeah, hopefully the best rider wins in Portimao. See you next time.